So this video is meant to be a quick review of how to calculate a total after a tax, a tip, a discount, or a markup. So before we get started with the math part, first we need to talk about which of these scenarios would be added to your cost and which scenarios would be subtracted from your cost. So let's look at that first one, tax. Do you remember if tax is something that is added or subtracted? If you said added, you are correct. So tax is something that is added to our cost. This could be a sales tax or maybe a meals tax. Okay, there are lots of other examples, but those are just two. So we've got tax. Tax is plus. What about tip? If you said that tip is added, you are also correct. Okay, tip is something that is added to our cost. A lot of times this happens at restaurants, or this could be if someone does you a service, like if someone cuts your hair or does your nails for you. Okay, those would be examples of services. So tip is also something that we add that is plus. What about discount? If you said subtracted from your cost, you are correct. Discount. That's why we like it so much. It makes things cost less. So discount words are things like sale, percent off. When you see that word clearance has an L in it. Clearance. Those are all words that are talking about a discount, and they get subtracted from our cost. Okay? So discount gets subtracted. And what about the last one? Markup. Does markup get added or subtracted from our cost? If you said added, you are correct. Mark up. It's going to make that price go up. Okay? Markups are a lot of times done to make a profit. Okay? For example, if I buy a t-shirt for $10, I'm going to mark it up by a percentage. I'm going to sell it for more money so that I make money when I sell it. So all of these things, tax, tip, markup, these all get added to our cost. This means that it's going to cost more after tax, tip, or markup. With discount, however, since it's subtracted from our cost, this means that it will cost less, which is why we like discounts. Okay, we have to pay less money for things. So whenever you're calculating a new cost after tax, tip, discount, or markup, the steps that you take are the same. Okay? Step 1, you're going to turn your percent into a decimal. If you forgot how to do that, it means you're going to divide your percent by 100. Step 2, you're then going to take that decimal and you're going to multiply it by your cost, or the dollar amount of the item that you're looking at. And then step 3 is where you're going to add or subtract to your cost. Again, the situations where you would add tax, tip, markup, the situations when you would subtract is only when it is a discount or when it's something that is on sale. So let's look at some examples. This first one says, Miss Heath is buying a new car. The car she wants costs $27,500. If the Virginia state sales tax is 6%, how much will Miss Heath pay for her new car total? Okay, so the car costs $27,500. The sales tax is 6%. So step 1, take my percent and turn it into a decimal. So 6% divided by 100 is 0.06. My second step now is I'm going to take that decimal that I just got and I'm going to multiply it by my cost, which is 27,500. When I multiply those together, I get 1,650. So that's how much tax I would have to pay. My last step is to either add or subtract. I'm talking about tax. Tax gets added. So I'm going to take my cost and I'm going to add in that tax. So 27,500 plus 1,650 is $29,150 would be the total. And so that's how I would figure that out. With the next problem, this says that Miss Lynn bought a new sweater that was on sale for 35% off the original price of $36.55. What is the sale price of the sweater? So the sweater was on sale. It was 35% off the original price, which was $36.55. What is the sale price? So if you look, sale, percent off, all of these words mean discount. But our first step, again, is going to be to take that percent, 35%. We're going to divide that by 100 to get our decimal, 0.35. Our second step, we're going to take that decimal that we just got. We're going to multiply it by our cost. Our cost is 36.55. .35 times 36.55. We get 12.79. Our third step is to add or subtract this to our cost. Well, since it's a discount, we're going to be subtracting. So we're going to take our cost and subtract our discount. 36.55 minus 12.79, we get 23.76. That is our sale price for that sweater. We have two more examples, and again, this is going to sound really repetitive because the process is the same. It's the same 3 steps. The manager at Safeway marks up marshmallows by 15% during the summertime. If marshmallows normally cost $2.29, how much do they cost in the summertime? So what's our first step? 15% divided by 100, 0.15. What's our second step? 0.15 times our cost, 2.29. $0.34. What's our third step? Markup. Markup means that we add. So we're going to take our cost and we are going to add our markup. And so this is now our markup cost. So again, it's really similar. The same 2 steps, almost identical. The last step is either going to be plus or minus. Let's look at this last example. Mr. Miller and his wife Go to dinner at Cheesecake Factory. Their meal total was $65.73, but they wanted to leave an 18% tip. What is the amount of tip for the meal? So in this question, it's just slightly different. Because if we look, what is the amount of tip? They're not exactly asking for the total. In this case, we're actually going to do less work. Our first step will be the same though. 18% divided by 100. And that's 0.18. Our second step, take the decimal we just got, multiply it by our cost, 65.73. We get 11.83. Now, our third step, again, they don't want the total, they just want the amount of tip. Well, we already have that, so we don't even need our third step. Our answer for this one would be 11.83. And that's how we figure out where it would be just the tip.